Levi that's giving us making his music. But you know what he really like. Levi, Risca, you're a shining light. Levi, Risca.
Hey everyone, it's Nicole here, the outreach coordinator for the Songs of Love Foundation, and I have Kara with me, whose son Levi has received a Song of Love from us. So Kara, I would love for you to tell us a little bit about Levi's journey and how you all found the Songs of Love Foundation. Hi.
Well, nice to meet you. This is Kara. I'm Kara, and this is Cambria, Levi's little sister.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Younger sister.
I'm not little older.
Okay.
I'm big.
Okay. This is his bigger.
No, honestly, don't even worry about it. This happens.
And okay, so Levi's story. So Levi is 12 years old at the moment. And when he was 2 years old, he was diagnosed with his first brain tumor. He had a major surgery, craniotomy, to remove it, which was successful. And in the sense that it got the vast majority of the tumor until just this last fall, where we discovered some recurrence, so some regrowth of that previous tumor. So he actually underwent his second brain surgery this last fall, so just several months ago. And so part of that surgery left him with a different body than he had before. So he is now visually impaired. He has hemiplegia, so he's physically disabled. He takes many medications to sustain his well-being. And really his second surgery didn't impact him more significantly than the first. The first was a pretty big impact and pretty life-altering. And I will say the second surgery was pretty life-altering, but in a very different way, more emotionally, especially being that he's 12. So actually, interestingly, we heard about Songs of Love through a friend / a little bit of colleague of mine. Her name is Katie Taylor. She's a child life specialist that I know through podcasting. I'm also a podcaster. And so she had just posted about Songs of Love, how she'd partner with them, and you could get a free song for your child. And knowing that Levi was going to he was in a hard season. We had heard this news right before he was going to undergo his second surgery. And so I thought, he loves music. Like, he really, really loves music. So I thought, how fun would that be to have his very own song? So I submitted it, and I don't remember exactly the details, but several weeks later, we got his song, and we really enjoyed, as a family, listening to it on the way to school. Here's Levi himself.
Hi, Levi. It's nice to meet you.
This is somebody who, remember your Song of Love?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So she works for that company or the organization, and she wanted to talk about the experience.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Do you want to share anything about what it was like to get your Song of Love?
It was really cool to, like, how you guys create the songs and like how you guys just do it. Like how you guys just do it.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite part?
And Sally's his dog.
There's a line that says, and Sally is his dog.
That's awesome.
There was another really funny part we liked a lot. I think, each of the kids, so he has 3 siblings, and each of the kids really loved being mentioned and being part of the song. So they each loved listening for their part and being in it. So that was particularly special.
Hi. Awesome. Knowing that the song is about Levi, what would you say has been the impact, since he does love music, since receiving the Song of Love, if any?
The impact, I would say, was a little moment of brightness in kind of a dark time. So whereas we were preparing for surgery, and it was a very heavy time, a time filled with a lot of fear, unknown. And so getting the song was like a fun song, right? So it was a rather upbeat song that we got. It was an upbeat song. And so I think for us to kind of have this little space of light in the midst of that was what the impact was. It was kind of a providing an alternate experience as part of the whole experience.
Awesome. I just have one more question for you. If you were to talk to a parent who had a child who was going through something similar but didn't know about the Songs of Love Foundation, what would you tell them, or what would you say to them to encourage them to request a song?
Well, let's say that what's the harm in requesting a free song for your child? And I think also I look at it, given my profession and what I do to support moms of special needs children, is the song could potentially help be part of a different story than you have about your child's challenges or diagnoses. And so I think it's kind of one step in the journey. And so I would say definitely apply and see what happens.
Well, we really appreciate you taking the time today to talk to us about Levi, his journey, his Songs of Love experience. And I'm so glad that I got to meet him. So for everyone who's watching, make sure if you do want to request a song for your child to go to songsoflove.org/request. And we hope to keep giving the medicine of music for many, many years to come. Thank you all so much.
Levi loves giving hugs, making good music, but you know what he really